Excellent!
What's up guys, welcome to Paul's Hardware. This is a video I'm calling my worst video ever, because it's a vlog and it's a video that I'm doing not because I felt like it would be a good video, but because I feel like there's some stuff I need to do, and if I don't make a video out of it, then there's not going to be a video. So here it is. So I don't want to call this like a day in my life type video, because I definitely didn't start off today intending to do that, but I do want to talk about three things and show you three things that I tend to need to do in my day-to-day life that doesn't really associate with making videos, but there are things that take up a pretty significant amount of my time. And just to preface, I know I don't necessarily have the busiest life or anything like that, like I don't have any kids right now or that kind of thing, but yet somehow I seem to constantly run out of time. So the three things I'm going to talk about are: one, exercise, and if you can't tell, I actually just got back from a fairly brisk walk, not anything huge or anything like that, just went like a couple miles around my neighborhood here. I would normally bring the dogs along on something like that, but Hero decided to get a little frisky before I left. Hey, no! And he kind of pissed me off, and so I went without them. So I feel bad. I was a bad puppy father. For that instance, but that does relate to the second thing I'm talking about, which is of course the dogs. Again, I don't have any kids right now, but I do have two puppies, and they do require a bit of attention, well, a lot of attention a lot of the time. And then the third thing is going to be my house here, because my wife and I are lucky enough to have been able to purchase a home about 3 years ago, or at least get a mortgage on a home. But since it's our home, it requires lots of upkeep and maintenance, and since my wife works full-time, I tend to handle a lot of that stuff, the domestic work around here, and the main issue I'm doing today's video the way I am is because of the backyard, but we'll get to that in just a second. So let's start with the health thing, even though I'm showing you guys Nori right now. Health-wise, I am, I'm not terribly out of shape or anything like that, but I could do better, and that is part of the reason why I have this now. This is a Garmin VivoActive HR. I'm not big into wearables or anything like that, but this has a heart rate monitor, and it does step tracking and all that good stuff, has some other functions in there as well. Brief pause while Hero takes a drink. The thing that I found out in particular after getting this, which I've had since a little bit before Christmas, why my wife got us each one of these, because she's actually been doing a great job getting into shape as well, is it does step tracking. And one thing I realized from working at home for a couple years now is that I don't get like nearly as many steps as I did when I would go out and about. So if you see that blue bar, it goes across the top, that's after doing a couple miles walk this morning. And I still have a lot more steps that I will hopefully get in today. So this has made me realize that I was really being just way too sedentary in my lifestyle. But hopefully that is helping, and it's definitely been encouraging me to do the walks a little bit more regularly. I would like to improve the exercise even beyond that. I'm not sure if I'm, I've considered doing something like getting a bike like Jay's been doing. He's been doing really good with that. Or there's other options too. I might even join a gym or that kind of thing. Who knows? But I don't know. If you guys have any ideas, feel free to leave those in the comments. Thing number two, though, is of course our wonderful puppies right here. So this is Hero. We've had Hero for about a year now. His name is spelled H-I-R-O, just in case you're wondering. He is a Pit Bull Mastiff mix, and he's actually a little bit older. When we got him, they said they thought he was 7 years old, so he came in as a senior, and he's just a wonderful dog. He's super mellow most of the time. He's incredibly loving. He just wants you to pet him all the time, so that's very nice. However, as you can tell, he's got really severely cropped ears and some other stuff that made us think, like, whoever his previous owners were, I mean, apart from allowing him to go out on the streets, where he was for a few months before we got him, we're not sure how good they were about, like, training him for walks and stuff like that. So he can be a little tough to walk. He pulls a lot. I've been working with him to try to get him better at that, but it can be frustrating. So although most of the time he's very mellow and he just wants to, let's see if we can get him to go over for belly rubs. You want belly rubs? There we go. Yes, he just loves getting his belly scratched. That's pretty, he'll just lie here forever and let you do that. So anyway, though, he doesn't know how big he is. He's 95 pounds, so he can, only when he gets excited, and he only gets excited in a couple different scenarios, which is if I come home after I've been out for a while, or if he realizes that we're about to go for a walk. So when I was preparing to go for a walk this morning and doing the stuff like putting my running shoes on, he noticed and he got super excited. And then when he gets excited, Nori starts to get upset and she starts to bark a little bit. And then he ended up jumping up at me and like kind of swatting the side of my face, and it irritated me. And I was like, I don't want to go on a walk and be irritated, so I just went without him. So I'm sorry, Hero. I'm sorry you didn't go for your walk this morning. But we'll maybe take you out later today. And Nori's over there like, well, you didn't take me either. I didn't do nothing. Nori's a good girl. We got Nori when she was a puppy, and so, you know, she kind of makes Hero look bad sometimes when it comes to going for walks, because she's pretty good at it. I mean, she's had the benefit of training since she was quite young. But we're working with Hero, and he will get better. So here is my backyard, and wow, there's honestly nothing special about my backyard. My backyard is not even supposed to have anything growing in it. You notice there's lots of greenery right now, and of course Nori is working to scare off cows, the cows that are up on the hill over there. But yeah, my backyard's basically like a big dirt lot most of the time, but a couple times a year it rains here in Southern California, and then the entire thing just springs up into wildlife, greenery, and vegetation, which, you know, might look very vibrant right now, but since about the beginning of January when I was at CES, it has been raining like very regularly. So between the rain and things being wet and dogs using it as the restroom out here, and me having zero time to get out here to do anything about it, so I now have all this growth out here, and again, as green and vibrant as it might look, there is dog shit scattered like everywhere underneath all this, and it's a terrible situation. So this is what it comes down to for me for today. I'm going to just need to spend the next several hours. I see a case in point right over there. Hero's doing a visual demonstration. I'm going to need to spend the next few hours just like weed whacking all of this and trying to pick my way in between the dog shit, and it's not going to be fun. So that's why this is the worst video ever, and I'm going to make a time lapse of this and force you guys to watch it. So wish me luck. This is not going to be fun. The sun is starting to go down, so I am calling it here because I need to look into setting up something for dinner and stuff. Here's as far as I got over here, and all the way over to like almost there. So I kind of cut it off there. Did like a little bit of a fade or something. So I guess I'll call this like something like 2/3, maybe 3/4 that I got finished. So to continue the shittiness of this video, I didn't even finish, so I guess I gotta make it a two-parter, right? I'm just kidding, I'm not gonna make it a two-parter. But wow, I don't even know what I look like right now. I'm probably like sweaty, and I have grass and shit all over me, and I'm really thirsty. I ran out of water a while ago, and I need to get more, but there's like stuff all over my feet, so I can't really go inside. Anyway, I feel like I'm complaining a lot. No, what I should be looking at is the idea that I spent the day outside. I did get my steps in. I'm up to that, so that is something positive that we can finish this video with. Anyway, I hope you guys have thought this video sucked, because I certainly didn't think much of it myself. In fact, I wasn't even sure as I was doing this if I was gonna post it or not, but And we'll see. We'll see how it actually turns out when I'm all finished rendering time lapses and stuff. Anyway guys, I'll be back soon with an actual video about technology that's not me working in my backyard. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. I'm gonna go shower because I really need it. We'll see you next time.